This is not a pop-up, this is a flop-up. Hello class, welcome to another pop-up masterclass. It's me, Matthew Reinhart. Wait, it's me, your professor, Matthew Reinhart. Anyways, I'm here today. It's been a little while. I've been kind of busy with some upcoming projects. Here I can give you a hint. Anyways, so I'm back to be able to teach everyone. I know it's been a while. And so we're going to get back into making actual pop-ups. We're not going to do pull tabs this time. I thought it'd be really great if you learned a new mechanism. And it's called a platform. Now, we haven't worked on platforms yet. I use platforms all the time. And they're actually based on it's sort of like a box that stands up on the page. So let me just give you an idea. So this skeleton here of this creature, underneath it, there's all this stuff happening up here, but if you can see, let's see, oh, do you see that space under there? It looks like kind of a box standing up from the base page, and then all this stuff is hanging off of it. But underneath there, those are the base for a platform. And the platform is actually this flat area here, here, and here. And there's all kinds of other stuff happening on top of the platform, and it's hidden. That's part of what I like to do, is I like to hide some of these basic structures so that you don't know that that's what's happening under there. But it's just a platform, and then all the other stuff is built around it. So we're going to make a platform. And not only is it sort of a box-like structure, you could make like a house out of it. It also mimics whatever happens when your base page opens. The top of the platform opens as well, and you can treat that area just like a miniature base page. So let's get started. So let's start out with just a piece of cardstock just like this. All right, it's 110-pound cardstock. I'm gonna fold it in half and make a hamburger fold. That's usually how I start out these pops. I'm gonna use a pencil to mark where my center line is. So we're going to build a structure off of this. I'm gonna cut a rectangle from this pink piece of paper. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to fold it in half. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it right about here. I'm going to make one side shorter than the other side, so I'm just going to fold it kind of like that. Can you see that? I want to fold that same point right here, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fold this up. And I'm going to fold this just like this so that they're both the same. So now we have folds equally, and I'm going to mark it with my pencil so you can see better where those folds are. And so this distance here, I'm going to call it A, is the same as there. All right? And then I'm going to call these distances, or these lengths, B. Okay? And what I want to do with a platform is I want to make it stand up off my base page, kind of like that. But how do I get it to do that? Well, first, since I have my piece that's going to be the platform, this is going to be the area that's actually parallel to the base page, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay it on my base page just like this. Make sure that the center line of my platform piece is lined up along the center of the base page. Use my pencil. I'm going to make a mark. I want to mark here and here on the base page, just like that. All right. And I'm going to do the same on the opposite side. So I'm just going to fold this up and mark this on the base page. Now the reason why I'm doing that is where this area and this edge here are going to tape to the base page. I'm just going to tape one side for now. Now I'm just using one-sided tape. You can also use masking tape if you'd like. It's actually a little cheaper and it's a little stronger. You can use masking tape if you want, but I'm just going to tape it along this edge. And I'm going to temporarily tape this side down. All right? Okay, so this is what we want. We want, when we open it up, we don't want that. We want to be able to open it up and for this platform to open too. But there's a reason why right now, look at this flopping all over the place. Like, this is not a pop-up, this is a flop-up. There's no guarantee for it to stand up. First of all, it needs a strut to keep this platform down, and it also needs something to keep it from going this way and this way. Something to kind of stabilize it. So let's make that strut. And we need to make a rectangle this big. So I'm just going to lay my piece of cardstock in there just like that. Just going to make a rectangle, see that? And I'm going to use my scissors, cut it. So we've got our little strut rectangle. And remember I told you it was going to be a temporary tape down. So we're going to pull that up just very easily. This orange one is the same size as this, same height. We're going to just tape it down to the central fold of our base page. Tape it down. Make sure your tape doesn't go over either edge because you want this to be able to move without it sticking. And now I'm going to fold this. I'm going to tape it here and here. All right. And there, and just like a little bit more tape. Now, when you look at it, see that? It's kind of like a layer. There's that center strut. You can see it's like a box when it folds, when you fold a box shut, or flat rather. So, and then I'm going to go back to taping that edge back down again. Use some more. Maybe I'll use some more tape to get it a little bit stronger. Look at this. It should open up and open flat like that, right? It should. But we have no way of stabilizing this going either way. I'm going to show you 2 different ways to stabilize this central strut and keep your pop-up from flopping. Remember V-folds? I'm going to make 2 V-folds, and they're going to be 90-degree V-folds that attach. One side will attach this going this way, and the other will attach going this way. I'm going to make a rectangle that's about that tall as my strut, and I'm going to make it about as wide as this A distance. I have those 2 measurements, and it's a 90-degree angle, right? And I'm going to fold it in half. I'm going to use one-sided tape, and I'm going to tape it to this central strut. See how I've kind of pulled it up? And I'm going to tape it down, and I'm going to position it just like that. See how I did that? We're going to close this, or rather we're going to flatten it. We're going to push it in just like that. So this edge is kind of along this edge. I'm going to use my double stick, and I'm going to tape. See this edge that's not taped down? I'm going to tape it down to the base page, like so. So now when it opens, it's only going one way, but it can't go more than this way. So we need one more V-fold, but we need it to be on the other side to keep it going straight up. And now, look at that. It's almost like there's a miniature base page up here. Whatever you can do with the base page, you can kind of do up here, but just smaller. And what I mean by that is I could put V-folds or layers or all kinds of other weird stuff happening up top. Before I get into doing something really cool with this platform, I want to show you an alternate way that you can keep your platform from flopping. So this is one way, and I want you to remember it. It has the 2 90-degree angles going the opposite way and attached to the base page. Okay, that's one way. Now watch what I'm going to do. Now what do? I'm going to actually attach a layer going across this way, so it'll be attached on this edge and this edge going across. Using my piece of paper and using my pop-up, I need to measure the distance. Well, you can see the distance across, so A plus A. So it needs to be this width, the bridge. Okay, so this is A and this is A. Now, it doesn't matter the height for right now. I'm going to fold it in half. Now this is going to be our bridge, our platform's sort of bridge going across. So we're going to attach it here first. And make sure you don't attach it like that, because when it opens, this is going to hit the edge. You need to make sure that it's a little bit above that edge where it attaches. There we go. So there's one side, and it's attached. See how it's attached? This is going to be the bridge. And the other side, oh, how do I attach it? Well, I'm going to close. I'm going to put some tape, one-sided tape. I'm going to put it along this edge right here. And I'm going to fold it over. And I'm going to tape it down to this other side. Now, let's make sure any extra tape over edges cut out. So now, it won't really let us push it. It's fighting me, I swear. So let's see, what could I turn this into? Oh, I know. Let's make another bridge going across this side as well. The distance, there we go. We're gonna fold it in half. Close it up. What do? Fold it over, make sure this is sticky down right onto the opposite edge. Now, if you're going to make a lot of pop-up stuff happen up top, like a V-fold and a this and a that, I would suggest using the 90-degree V-fold struts, because it makes this center. See, when you use these bridges, that center part isn't as strong when you like push it. So when there's lots of pop-up stuff happening up there, it tends to be a little weaker, and this will bow a little bit. All right, so let's see, what else? What do I want to turn this into? Well, I do want to add one V-fold up top. So there's our V-fold right there. I'm going to mark the center so you can see it. We make a V-fold like this, a simple one. I'm going to tape it down. All right, so now you can see that, look, I can have a V-fold up here. I can have all kinds of stuff happening up top. And it's higher up from the base page. Cool, huh? All right, now next, I think I'm going to add, I want this to be a little higher. And actually, do I want to do that? Oh, that's an awful lot of work. No, I don't. I don't want to get too complicated with you. Let's see, let's get some paper here. And I want to make this higher, and I want to add this piece to it. What do you think, students? Yay or nay? Should I just tape this right on, going across, or glue this right on because I want this higher? What do you think? Anyone? No, you should not do that. You should first fold it in half, because you're going to be gluing paper on top of a fold, and that fold is it's going to be a real pain to kind of close right. See, like sometimes what will happen is you double glue things in, they don't go right. So it's best when you're gluing over like a fold thing to fold it and then cut it in half, and just do one side at a time. I'm going to add something on top of this. All right, so here we are, and here is my platform. Oh, wow, look at that. Oh, you know what's on my mind? I'll be right back. Anyways, obviously, yeah, that was on my mind before started that pop-up. And now that I'm back, here we go. It is the platform, but I've turned it into a potty. Look at that go, flush. And you know, when it opens, the lid's closed, so you can't blame me for not closing the lid, all right? So anyways, that is the platform, okay? And so that's what I made out of it, but you can make all kinds of things that are not toilets. I just thought that'd be kind of fun. But you can see now this is using the bridge technique, and also we learned the dual 90-degree angle to stabilize our platform. But this is just the beginning of what we can do with platforms. You can make asymmetrical ones. There's all different kinds of things that you can do, variations on this basic box-like platform. But this is the beginning of it, and this is a great way of masking that you have all the strut stuff happening underneath. Commode. I don't know. Commode, it sounds like a dessert, you know, like pie a la commode.